We are celebrating 70 years of KCCI this summer. Today, we're taking a look back at what was happening in Iowa 25 years ago.
Nothing changed our state or our country during that decade quite like the events of September 11th, 2001. KCCI was there when the airport shut down and the blood banks were filled with donors.
KCCI's Eric Hansen gives us a glimpse at that day and some of the other big stories we covered following Y2K.
In the hours before 1999 turned to 2000.
It's 10 o'clock, and you are watching KCCI, Channel 8, Des Moines.
Iowans were worried.
While no one knows for sure what will happen, some fear the computers controlling our power just might crash.
KCCI reporters were ready, but the lights stayed on.
More than 11,000 balloons signal the first seconds of a new year, the new century, and the new millennium.
Another season that focused on our Iowa neighbors.
That's why we'll race for the cure. I'm Heidi Soliday. Walk, run, or just cheer.
Each October, KCCI kept expanding Iowa's breast cancer fundraiser. And in December, Toys for Tots became a station-wide effort.
Quite a big operation. Last year we served over 1,200 families.
Marines used our studios as a warehouse to make sure families got a Christmas.
I want to thank you guys for helping me out.
On the news,
you're watching KCCI, Channel 8, Des Moines. Iowa's news leader and home of live Super Doppler.
KCCI's evening anchor team featured Kevin Cooney and Jeanette Trumpeter, a California transplant who kept answering when Iowans would say, "Jeanette, do my job."
Oh yes, Penny, I love you too.
But even 400 pounds of love.
He's got a real thing about sitting in people's laps.
Yeah, it's okay.
Come here.
Can be hard to hold.
No, we're not sitting in her lap. You're not sitting in her lap.
It's okay.
At 5 o'clock, Cynthia Fodor was a fixture alongside Steve Carlin, who continued KCCI's storytelling legacy with his ongoing series, Carlin Covers Central Iowa.
Sure, it's very patriotically painted and everything's proportional. 13 stripes, 50 stars. But there is one problem with Simmons' station wagon. It just happens to be a 1983 Toyota Corolla.
And together, they anchored the station's commitment to covering the Iowa State Fair with Curtis Gertz, who was surprised with one of the most memorable live moments in station history.
This is how it all comes to an end, Steve. This is how it all comes to an end.
I think the snake's
It's been a great 20 years in television, God bless.
That yellow snake's tail made its way up his shorts and down the other leg.
Oh my God,
a viral moment seen by millions online. But the weather team was more focused on saving lives with new technology. Doppler radar no other station in America had at the time.
We cannot stress enough, everyone within about a 7 or 8 mile radius of the town of Woodward, go in the basement. Back to live Super Doppler quickly. This tornado is now crossing over the south section of Woodward as we speak.
Dozens of homes were damaged that day, but no one was killed. KCCI also served Iowa's aging World War II veterans. After KCCI's story on honor flights in surrounding states, Hy-Vee, Casey's, and Polk County donated $3 million so 3,000 veterans could see their memorials in Washington.
It was a 25-hour day for me, but I'll tell you, it was the best 25 hours in my life.
The biggest story of the decade unfolded on a beautiful Iowa September morning.
A day that is still unfolding, a day that is still incomprehensible.
We have complete coverage of what is easily the deadliest terrorist attack ever to happen on U.S. soil.
9/11.
It was just devastating.
Well, immediately the airports were shut down. So that was the start of how it became a local story for us.
This is the national crisis that people have been talking about for years. Nothing was said. We just simply landed, everyone, and only after we got off did we find out what was happening.
You know, you could physically watch the blood drain from their faces. And one person fell to their knees and started crying, and other people are, you know, just, it looked to me like strangers hugging strangers.
My story that day was covering blood banks because we didn't know if there were thousands of people who would be wounded and need help. And so there were lines around the block.
We are live in West Des Moines. We're at the blood center, where as you can see, there's a long line of people waiting to give blood.
This is probably the biggest thing since Pearl Harbor or Kennedy being shot.
KCCI reporters watched security surge at the State House. Uncertain drivers rushed to fill their cars with gas. And downtown workers stop and pray.
Whether it's photographer, reporter, anchor, everybody knows what to do without being told.
And in the months that followed, find a new reality.
This is a time when every single American unites. When that occurs, there is no force in the world more powerful.
6,000 Iowans showed it, forming a human flag at Sec Taylor Stadium.
It's a way to do something, and you want to do something. People are angry and people are frustrated, and this is just a way to show unity.
A decade of change and resilience in the country, in our state, and at KCCI. Eric Hansen, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.